Good Friday morning, even more extreme weather on the way.
After a day of chaos at the nation's airports, it is July 10th. This is Today. Gridlock.
I mean, this is just nuts, dude. Look at this thing.
Flying frustrations over massive delays on one of the busiest travel days of the year. Severe storms up and down the East Coast leading to more than 10,000 delays and cancellations.
I'm stranded in Miami.
Just ahead, the race to get things back on track, but the new storms that could cause even more problems heading into the weekend. On the brink. This morning, fears of an all-out war resuming in the Middle East amid intensifying attacks and a reported plot from Iran to assassinate President Trump. This as gas prices push even higher overnight. We'll have the very latest. Summer of sharks. Sightings on the rise, triggering a record number of beach closures. At least 7 attacks so far this summer, adding to the safety concerns.
Probably halfway up, he fell, and then he was screaming, "I got bit."
Just ahead, what's behind the increase and what you need to know before getting in the water this weekend. Inspiring journey. Tributes pouring in for Wally Funk, the trailblazing pilot and the oldest woman to soar into space after waiting 60 years to realize her dream.
Did everything you thought it would be.
We'll celebrate her life and legacy. All that, plus fantastique. France reaching the World Cup semifinals behind the remarkable skill of their superstar. With more must-see showdowns and stars on the way, we'll get you ready. And epic adventure.
Help me go home.
The Odyssey countdown is on, one of the most anticipated films in years.
It's a bit of a dream kind of opportunity to be a part of.
And this morning, the star-studded cast is taking us behind the scenes of the blockbuster that's already breaking records.
On balance, just the best experience of my career.
Today, Friday, July 10th, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melton, live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
A very good Friday morning to you. Welcome to Today. So glad you're starting your weekend off with us. Laura Jarrett helping us out today while Savannah enjoys an early start to the week. And you picked another great morning to be here.
You know what? We're all on cloud 9 for Megan Maroney. Everyone's clad in their pink. Craig, we are ready to go. She is the reigning new artist of the year at the CMA Awards, and we can't wait to get out there with her.
Yes, we'll do that in just a few minutes. First to our top story this morning. Nearly 20 million people facing flood watches today after severe storms slammed the mid-Atlantic and Northeast yesterday. The weather causing massive delays at airports all over the country on one of the busiest travel days of the summer.
And if you are not in the path of those storms today, there could be a chance you're in for extreme temperatures this weekend. More than 50 million people facing heat alerts over the next few days, some stretching even into next week.
We've got everything you need to know, including that full forecast. But let's start with NBC's Ryan Chandler. He is down in Texas. Ryan, good morning.
Well, Craig, good morning. You see the lines are already starting to stack up here in Dallas-Fort Worth. You would have fooled me with what the summer travel schedule is nowadays. I mean, once it starts, it just doesn't stop. If you thought we got through that big holiday rush over 4th of July weekend, some remnants of that are still trickling into this weekend, with severe weather making things that much more difficult for millions. This morning, a triple threat of severe weather impacting millions across the country. Thunderstorms battering the nation's capital Thursday, forcing evacuations at the Great American State Fair and World Cup Fan Zone. This restaurant in D.C. had to close during wild flooding. While in New Jersey,
look at that.
Torrential downpours flooding entire streets and drivers pushing through submerged roads.
So, oh my gosh, look at this, bro.
This driver completely stuck with water creeping into his car.
Like, this is insane how deep it got.
Down in Maryland, heavy flooding also causing dangerous driving conditions and millions baking under heat alerts from coast to coast. Some in Montana and the Dakotas could see record-breaking temperatures. The crazy weather is also impacting the big rush home from the holiday week for millions more.
I mean, this is just nuts, dude. Look at this thing.
More than 1,000 flights canceled Thursday with over 9,000 delays.
I'm stranded in Miami. I'm literally stranded. And I've been here for like 3 days over when I was supposed to leave.
Massive lines causing travel chaos across the country.
It is just packed.
Including this backed up bag check in Phoenix.
So if I'm flying this weekend, what should I do to make the most of my time and get through quickly?
We want travelers to be aware, first and foremost, take advantage of any of the programs out there that actually can make your travels seamless or stress-free as possible.
Some more tips from our friend Katie there. Did you know you can get through a security line without ever touching your wallet nowadays? It's called TSA PreCheck Touchless ID. It's available on participating airlines. Could make things more efficient. You can also use family security lanes. And if you're already getting up early with us, take the first flight of the day. It makes it that much more likely you're going to get to where you're going on time. Your plane's already at the gate waiting for you when you get to the airport. Craig.
All right, good tips. Ryan Chandler starting us off. Ryan, thank you.
All right, for more on what you can expect today and this weekend, let's say good morning to Saturday. Today's very own Angie Lassman in for Al this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. We've got, as Ryan said, a busy kind of travel day ahead of us, and the weather is going to impact all of that. So let's start with those airport impacts. Midwest and Northeast is where we'll see those strong to severe thunderstorms. So if you're flying in and out of Kansas City, St. Louis, Cincinnati, those are the hot spots that I'd really watch for. But even up and down parts of the Northeast, New York down to D.C. and Baltimore, we'll see some possible delays as well. And those scattered thunderstorms across the south, too. Here's where we're starting this morning. Already heavy rain across the Tennessee Valley. We've got 19 million people under flood alerts. Some really kind of active thunderstorms ongoing just to the east of Poplar Bluff and west of Nashville. Heads up, you guys are going to start to see some of that action here in the next hour or so. And if that wasn't enough, we've also got the heat alerts to talk about. This will get your attention. 54 million people across the country, including parts of the southeast, the south, as well as much of the west, are going to be under these alerts as we really see some kind of intense heat building over the next couple of days. It's 100 plus across the west, feeling like 100 plus across much of the southeast. You can see places like Memphis into the 90s, but feeling like 100. 89 degrees as we get through Nashville today. As we get into Sunday and Monday, you'll see the weekend kind of really ending up fairly warm across places like Wilmington, 97 degrees on Saturday, guys.
All right, Angie, thank you. We'll come back to you in just a few minutes. Meanwhile, we go to the Middle East now, and growing fears over those escalating tensions between the U.S. and Iran. This is reports surface of a reported Iranian plot to assassinate President Trump. We have two reports for you this morning. We'll start with our chief foreign correspondent, Richard Engel. He is in Istanbul, Turkey. Richard, good morning.
Good morning, Craig. The Iranian officials are warning the U.S. against new military adventurism as Israel says it's ready to rejoin the war. The risk of all-out war resuming is on the rise. New amateur footage shows fishing boats burning in the Iranian city of Bushehr as Iran claims the U.S. attacked military and civilian infrastructure, killing 14 people. U.S. Central Command said it carried out 2 intense volleys against Iran, targeting dozens of missile bases, radar, and command and control sites near the Strait of Hormuz. It didn't comment on Iran's claims civilian locations were also struck. Iran retaliated with missile and drone attacks on U.S. bases in Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, and Jordan. There were no reports of casualties. Oil prices are rising again as this dangerous tit-for-tat could escalate further. Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu said he's prepared to get back into the fight if necessary. The war has not yet ended, he said. The Wall Street Journal reports this morning, citing sources familiar with the matter, that Israel warned the U.S. of a fresh Iranian plan to assassinate Trump in retaliation for the joint U.S.-Israeli attack that killed Iran's supreme leader and obliterated his compound 4 months ago. The Israeli government hasn't commented on that report. Trump acknowledged the risk to his life earlier this week.
I'm their #1 target. It's out all over the place. I'm their #1 because they're scum.
Iran's desire to kill Trump is hardly a secret. We saw threatening images all across Tehran during the late Supreme Leader's funeral processions. Iranians openly expressed their support. The late Supreme Leader's week-long funeral is now over. He was buried on Thursday in a shrine in Mashhad. Iran's new supreme leader, his son, Ayatollah Moshtaba, didn't appear. The services were led by one of his brothers. Iran offered no explanation for Ayatollah Moshtaba's absence.
Now that the funeral is over, negotiations between the U.S. and Iran were set to resume, and mediators are pushing for at least technical talks next week. Craig?
Chief Foreign Correspondent Richard Inglefors there in Turkey. Richard, thank you. Let us bring in Kristen Welker now. Kristen, of course, moderator of Meet the Press. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for waking up early. Let's talk about the political fallout, potential political fallout from this, Kristen. If another war between the U.S. and Iran, if it kicks back up again, what could that mean politically?
Well, Craig, right now, look, it remains to be seen how much of a political impact this renewed fighting will have on President Trump and his party. But look, we know he is under immense pressure from Republicans, a number of his allies, to finish this war soon, with real concerns about exactly what you are talking about, Craig, that this could become an all-out war, a forever war. That's the exact thing he campaigned against back in 2015. So the question looming large this morning, will this renewed fighting escalate into a broader war? One senior administration official telling me overnight they are in what this person described as a wait-and-see mode in terms of next steps. I cannot overstate, though, Richard touched on this, just how unpopular this war is because of its impact, in part on gas prices, which ticked up 5 cents in one day this week. And of course, the midterms less than 4 months away. Many Republicans are saying President Trump is really running out of time to resolve this conflict as Republicans are fighting to try to hang on to the House and Senate in November. Craig and Laura.
Kristen, while we have you, we got to talk about what's going on in Maine and this closely watched Senate race. Obviously, Graham Plattner pulling out of the race now. Where do Democrats go from here? He was seen as their greatest hope.
Laura, the eyes of the nation are in many ways on Maine. Graham Plattner dropped out of the race, striking a defiant tone. He blamed his downfall on the Democratic political establishment, did not take an ounce of responsibility for the implosion of his own campaign. And that has Democrats, frankly, from Maine to Washington, really worried that whoever replaces Plattner will struggle to unify Democrats with this extremely condensed timeline. Now, look, 6 potential candidates so far have thrown their hat into the ring. And the challenge for them is, how do they embrace Plattner's progressive policies while also distancing themselves from Plattner himself? Maine Democrats have, get this, guys, just 2 weeks to choose their candidate, which is raising real concerns that this could hamper their ability to fully vet Plattner's replacement. Big picture here in terms of the map, there are essentially 9 competitive Senate races that could decide control of the Senate. And without Maine, it is an incredibly uphill battle for Democrats, Laura and Craig.
Yeah, it's a big one to watch, Kristen.
All right, Kristen Welker, thank you. We know you'll have much more this weekend because if it's Sunday, it's Meet the Press.
All right, switching gears here. Also this morning, we are learning that a Houston man shot and killed by ICE this week was not the person that officials were actually searching for. That's what Texas Congresswoman Sylvia Garcia told NBC News after she was briefed on this incident by the acting director of ICE. Now, Garcia says the officers involved were not wearing body cameras and did not have dash cams on their cars when they pulled the man over. The family of the Mexican national said he had no criminal convictions and was working towards securing legal status here in the U.S. The Department of Homeland Security, meanwhile, says that ICE fired in self-defense when the man, quote, weaponized his vehicle.
We are back at 7:30 as we count down to another unforgettable summer concert. Let me tell you, that crowd is ready.
They sure are.
You're looking at a sea of Megan Maroney fans eager to see their favorite star take over the plaza. But she's going to hit the city concert stage for the first time. She's making her debut this morning.
Ah, it's going to be a special morning. I love seeing like a sea of girls and then just like a few dads.
Yes.
Just sort of planted in there.
Or really loyal husbands or boyfriends.
Yes. Getting extra brownie points this morning. And we're going to get to that in our next hour, of course. But we're going to start here with some more news to cover, starting with this closer look at what has already been a record-breaking summer of sharks.
Yeah, sightings close to shore are on the rise, with closures at one beach here in New York more than doubling compared to the same time last year. NBC's Sam Brock is on the beach for us this morning. Sam, good morning to you.
Craig, Laura, good morning. Literally on the beach. We're here at Rockaway, guys. It's about an hour outside of Manhattan. Very popular place for families and even surfers to come and try to get away. Increasingly, though, they're finding some unexpected and unwanted visitors in the form of sharks. You said 23 sightings since just late May. That is a record. It is a combination, guys, of more food for them in the water, but also the fact there's more drones in the sky, causing sightings to skyrocket.
The lifeguard called everyone in because he spotted a bunch of sharks.
This morning, fresh worries about sharks from South Carolina to New York to Texas, taking a bite out of summer fun.
It's a pretty common thing, so it's like I just stay away from getting deep in the water.
At Rockaway Beach in Queens, New York, there have already been 23 closures for sightings in the first month and a half of the season. Officials say that's a record for this time of year and more than double where it was a year ago. And at nearby Jones Beach on Long Island, a man was bitten on the foot while swimming over July 4th weekend.
Probably halfway up, he fell, and then he was screaming, "I got bit."
Biologists later concluding it was likely from a small sand tiger shark. One reason for all the sightings, a steady increase in food supply.
It's pushed right up there to the shoreline, so the sharks are going to go where the bait is.
John Dodd is the executive director of the Atlantic Shark Institute, which captured this close-up view of an 8-foot great white shark in Rhode Island, feeding on a 40-foot humpback whale carcass last week off Block Island.
It was a juvenile, probably 5 years old or less. We think a female.
This year, there have already been at least 7 unprovoked shark attacks in the United States, while it's been a summer of spine-chilling moments caught on camera from a man fighting for his life in this violent attack in Florida. To a bird's-eye view of a shark just inches away from a surfer. Experts say part of the spike in numbers is because there are more drones in the sky spotting the apex predators. That includes 16 of them just purchased by Park Police in New York.
I think people are probably going to be surprised at the number of times they're actually swimming in close proximity to sharks as our surveillance continues to increase.
There's also another aquatic warning this morning, a spike in invasive jellyfish that can sting.
I just noticed them kind of floating out in the waves as I was walking around.
Officials on high alert in Texas, New Jersey, and Massachusetts.
It's breathing.
As beachgoers are urged to be cautious of marine life both above and below the water.
All right. Well, Sam, for folks who are going to head to the beach here this weekend, what are a few ways that they can stay safe?
Craig, it is the simplest thing, but also such an important one. Don't go swimming at dawn or dusk. It's not just a visibility issue, but also the fact that you are at a point there where it's the most active time for sharks. Be observationally aware. If there's schools of fish out there, that's what they like to eat. Also, seals can be a magnet for sharks. And don't wear shiny jewelry. You don't want the sharks to mistake you for a seal. But the reality, Craig and Laura, is just the sharks, they're not looking for a fight. They don't want to be provoked. They just want to coexist with us. The drones, guys, the fact that there are so many above now looking to see how close we actually are to a lot of the marine life is sort of eye-opening, but it's also one of the reasons why the numbers have gone up as much as they have. Back to you guys.
All right.
Sam with the most charitable take on the sharks.
Yes.
They just want to coexist with us.
That's a good point. Sam, good point. He is a shark sympathizer.
I can tell.
He's a shark sympathizer.
See you at the next meeting, Sam. Thank you. There's much more ahead, including your ticket to today's big birthday bash for the adorable Moo Dang, including a very special cake for the 2nd birthday.
Oh, a face a mother can love. First, though, we will remember a trailblazing pioneer and pilot forced to wait 60 long years to realize her space dream. Tom Costello has her story. Hey, Tom.
Guys, one of the highlights of my career has been meeting Wally Funk. She became the oldest person ever to go into space. Her excitement was infectious. I'm going to tell you her story and celebrate her life when we come back.
We are back now. It is 7:39, and we're remembering a remarkable pioneer in air and space this morning.
That's right. 87-year-old Wally Funk, who became and remains the oldest woman to ever travel into space, died this week. And our Tom Costello joins us with a look back at her life and her persistent dream to reach new heights. Tom, good morning.
She never gave up. Good morning, guys. You know, by all definitions, Wally Funk was a trailblazer, right? Becoming first a pilot as a teenager. She always wanted to go to space, but despite passing all of the rigorous tests, she was not allowed to become an astronaut. Why? Because back in the 60s, It was her gender. Decades later, she finally got the chance. And her first reaction, she was ready to go again.
Is it everything you thought it would be? Here, catch.
For Wally Funk, the flight of a lifetime was 60 years in the making. In 2021, at age 82, she became the oldest person at that point to ever fly into space.
I love it.
On the inaugural human flight for Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket.
And I want to thank you, sweetheart, because you made it possible for me. I've been waiting a long time to finally get it up there.
Born in 1939, Mary Wallace, Wally Funk, dreamed of flying from a very young age and became a pilot as a teenager. In the 1960s, she became the youngest in an elite group of female pilots selected to undergo astronaut training. But at the time, women were not allowed, and the Mercury 13, as they became known, never got the chance to launch.
They told me that I had done better and completed the work faster than any of the guys. So I got a hold of NASA 4 times. I said, I want to become an astronaut, but nobody would take me.
But Funk refused to stay grounded, logging more than 19,000 flight hours. In 2021, Amazon and Blue Origin founder Jeff Bezos asked her to join him on the trip she'd never given up on.
We're going to fly you up into space on the very first flight. That's your
Speaking with Hoda on Today, Bezos praised Wally's drive.
We can confirm at 82 years old, she can still outperform all of the men.
That flight earned Funk her long-awaited astronaut wings.
I loved it. I want to go again fast.
Following her death, Blue Origin wrote Wally was a pioneer in every sense of the word. We were humbled to be part of her journey.
Nothing has ever gotten in my way, and I like to do things that nobody has ever done.
So in a post, the city of Grapevine, Texas, highlighted Wally Funk's accomplishments, plural, long before that space flight, including becoming the first female flight instructor at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, the first female FAA inspector, and the first female NTSB investigator. The city says Funk passed away peacefully earlier this week, surrounded by loved ones. Guys, I got to tell you, I met her when she did the Jeff Bezos flight, and she was just full of excitement and enthusiasm, and she was just an awful lot of fun and so smart and so skilled. Back to you guys.
Tom, that was a beautiful tribute. Thank you.
Yeah, she shattered lots of ceilings.
Oh my gosh, so many firsts, but all that sense of adventure too. Like, we should all be so lucky.
Never gave up. Never gave up. Let us switch gears now and get another check of that weekend weather. Angela Aspin in for Al.
Hi guys, we've got some severe storms to talk about. Here's where we're focusing on basically through the rest of the afternoon and into this evening. It's parts of the Midwest stretching to the plains, 5 million people at risk. It's the wind gusts and the hail that we're specifically going to watch. Tornado risk, good news, is on the low end, but that does extend all the way out to the east, where we'll see some of those showers and thunderstorms and potentially pick up a couple of inches of rain, upwards of 5 inches in some spots. So heads up for the flooding across this region, Tennessee, Kentucky, some of those spots. And then let's go to the Atlantic, where we've got this dust plume moving off the coast of Africa over the Atlantic. And this is going to do a couple of things. The bad news, this dust and really dry air, it decreases that rainfall that we kind of need across the Sunshine State. But the good news is those hazy skies, they're going to give us some really nice sunrises and sunsets. So keep an eye out for that as you get into the weekend. That'll be something that we keep a close look at. Otherwise, as we look to the west, plenty of sunshine in the forecast. Let's look at the weather across the country. Let's see what's happening in your neighborhood. And that's a look at your forecast, guys.
All right. As Mr. Roker would like to say, PSSE, second best time of the morning.
We've had some fun this week, and there's more ahead, guys. We have seen artists do surprise performances at parks, on the sidewalk, even in subway stations. Well, how about the New York City Ferry? Passengers were treated to an impromptu concert on the water yesterday from the one and only Keith Urban. The country legend taking to the waters to celebrate his new album, Flow State, featuring covers of smooth yacht rock songs. I mean, what better place to play yacht rock than on a ferry, right?
Yes.
And Keith also performed nostalgic hits like Bill Withers and Grover Washington Jr.'s Just the Two of Us and Baby Come Back by rock band Player. What a commute to remember.
Yeah.
That's one way to make it better.
And this is one of those things that happens only in New York City.
Yes. So good.
Great concept for an album, too.
Yeah.
Like a whole album of yacht rock covers, and you put it out right now in summer?
I can get down with that.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was great. We're going to get to the rest of your pop star and a must-see double boost to start your day off, right? But first, these messages.
We're back. No JVH here, but we got Laura Jarrett.
Are you ready?
Boost
we got
the
a
clock.
double one for a little Friday boosting here. Okay, you guys know if there is one thing kids are good at, it's letting us know exactly which foods they love. Take a look at this little girl who wrote an entire song about how delicious her favorite snack is.
Fries, 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 yummy in our tummies. They are cooking right now. I'm so excited to eat them.
Yes.
Yes, we are so excited. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Talk about singing your heart out. We hope she gets some fries today because, guys, guess what? Fun fact, it's actually National French Fry Day. Isn't it always French Fry Day?
I'm shocked there's not just an absolute plethora of fries on the
Maybe if we just keep talking about French fries, they'll magically appear. Okay, we got one more adorable food fanatic for you. Take a look at this one, who took a more hands-on approach to getting his favorite sweet treat.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly.
Uh-oh.
Determination.
He tries to hide the evidence.
One bite is just stuffing it in. Oh, his love for cookies could not be stopped. Boy stuffing his mouth full.
I love it.
Literal hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah.
That's me
It's
with
so
the cookie
good.
too. One bite.
But who doesn't need that last little cookie before bed?
But I also like the fact that he conducted a little cost-benefit analysis.
He sure did.
And he was like, you know what? I got caught.
I got caught, so I'm gonna just stuff it in real quick. Stuff it in. Get it in.
I love it. It's too good. Hey, guys, coming up, all the buzz in Hollywood right now.
Oh, yeah.
New movie coming out 1 week. We have a conversation with legendary director Christopher Nolan and the absolutely star-studded cast of The Odyssey, taking us inside the making of that epic adventure.
Also, we're counting down the country music sensation Megan Maroney and her big summer concert debut right after local news. It's 8 o'clock on today. Coming up, wild weather. Severe storms causing chaos at the nation's airports, with millions still making their way home from the 4th of July weekend.
I mean, this is just nuts, dude. Look at this thing.
And more rain and extreme heat on the way. We'll have your full weekend forecast. Also ahead, epic journey.
This is one of the great adventure stories of all time, and I just want the audience to have as wild a ride as possible.
We're counting down to the Odyssey with a star-studded sit-down.
I think when people see this movie, they'll be blown away by the scope and scale.
Our inside look at what could be the year's biggest blockbuster. Those stories plus happy birthday, Moodang. Today's big milestone for the world's most popular hippo. A surprise career move for the legendary Anthony Hopkins.
You need to get more fun out of life.
Plus, Jeopardy goes all in on sports. And we're on Cloud 9.
I'm wearing Tennessee orange.
As Megan Maroney takes over the plaza for a concert to start the weekend off right. Today, Friday, July 10th, 2026.
I'm walking on sunshine.
We're kicking off the weekend with Megan Maroney.
Mother and son trip.
To the Today Show.
Today's my 14th birthday.
On Cloud 9 with Megan Maroney.
Visiting from Newport Beach, California.
Houston, Texas.
Madison, Wisconsin.
And at Hot Springs of North Carolina. We love you, Vegas. Ready for Megan Maroney.
Well, we're ready for Megan Maroney, too. Welcome back. Welcome back to Today. Thank you so much for joining us on a concert Friday morning. Gonna get outside and hang out with that lively crowd in just a few moments. Laura in for Savannah. We got a big crowd out there on the
We
plaza.
sure do. I love a concert in July.
Yeah.
The energy is good.
Yes. And they perform before it becomes 100 degrees outside, too.
And it's her first time here, so that's always a vibe.
Her debut. First, though, your news at 8 o'clock. We're going to begin with major problems for the rush home for millions of Americans who stretched out the July 4th holiday. Some staying much longer than they wanted, with severe storms moving up and down the East Coast, causing some massive travel delays. More than 10,000 flights were delayed or canceled yesterday alone. Meanwhile, on the roads, some drivers were slowed by floodwaters, including this submerged road just over New Jersey.
And there is more extreme weather on the way. Our Angie Lassman is here. What are you tracking?
We've got a whole lot going on, especially as we gear up for the weekend, guys. Not what you want to see on a Friday, but those airport impacts will be noticeable, especially from Kansas City to St. Louis to Cincinnati. You'll see likely delays in that region, up and down the East Coast, New York, down through Charlotte and Atlanta. The potential for some scattered thunderstorms there, so some possible delays as well. It's the thunderstorms that we're already dealing with across parts of the Tennessee Valley and stretching back into the plains. This is going to be already active this morning, but stay active here as we get into the afternoon hours even. 19 million people under these flood alerts, stretching from Pennsylvania all the way down towards Tennessee and into Missouri, gearing up for more of that heavy rain and a whole lot of thunderstorm activity through the day today. Otherwise, it's the heat that really gets your attention through the next couple of days. We've still got those 90s across the southeast, 97 in Lubbock today, 93 in New Orleans, but notice that feels like temperature 107, and it's going to stay that way all the way through tomorrow and potentially into the upcoming next extended period. 100 degrees in Savannah tomorrow, but feeling like 106. Out west, dangerous hot conditions too. 100 degrees in Grand Junction. We've got 99 for Salt Lake City, and the potential for all-time records to be broken as we get into the weekend and beyond into our next upcoming work week. A lot of 90s and a lot of triple digits on that map, guys.
All right, Angela, we'll come back to you in just a few moments. Meanwhile, we turn now to some new developments. In a headline-making investigation in Mississippi, 18-year-old Nolan Wells vanished on a July 4th boating trip with friends, his body washing ashore days later. And while police search for answers, the teenager's family says they have a lot of unanswered questions. NBC's Kate Snow is here in the studio with that story. Kate, good morning.
Good morning, Craig. This is a story that's receiving so much attention online, across social media, and frankly, there's a lot of speculation, a lot of anger surrounding what might have happened to Nolan Wells. The local sheriff says they're still investigating, and no cause of death has been released.
This morning, a heartbroken Mississippi family enduring the loss of their 18-year-old son, Nolan Wells. The Jackson County Sheriff says he wants answers for them.
We're resolved to find the truth through all this. That's what the family deserves, that's what the community deserves, and that's what Nolan's friends deserve.
Wells, who played football in college, was last seen around 3 p.m. on the 4th of July on Horn Island, according to the sheriff. His body recovered in the water Monday morning.
His body was washed up on the shore, and so we have to get to the answers. His family is not accepting that it was an accidental drowning. They want the truth.
His mother posting, "My heart is broken for our sweet son who was always willing to cheer and uplift others. Nolan was a special soul." The family's lawyer, prominent civil rights attorney Ben Crump, says they requested his body be flown to Washington for an independent autopsy. Wells boated to the popular Barrier Island off the Mississippi coast with a group of friends Saturday, but did not return with the group. This photo may be one of the last taken of him. Wells was reported missing by his family that evening after the friends returned home without him. It's unclear if any of the people in the photo were with him when he disappeared. Crump has suggested race may be a factor in whatever happened.
Nolan was the only African American in the group, and so it is like making people harken back to the sins of the past in the state of Mississippi.
Some have speculated that videos circulated on social media show Nolan in an argument with other people, but even the person who posted the video says she doesn't know who's talking or what it shows.
We're looking for witness accounts. We're looking for if anyone made videos or took pictures on the island during that time period and in that location involving Nolan.
A local judge posted on Facebook that her son was one of the friends on the boat with Wells. She says they are grieving for the Wells family and that her son has cooperated with investigators. She also says that her son left the area when the boat was taking on water, adding that Wells, quote, made a decision to stay on the island and return inland later with another group of friends.
All right. So many questions, so many questions. All right, Kate, thank you.
Thanks, Kate. Also this morning, questions about what's happening behind these tarps, which are being draped over scaffolding on the White House's north portico yesterday. You see there, the White House officials said it was, quote, maintenance work. The work, though, has prompted concerns that President Trump could alter the building's entry because he chose a different, more ornate, perhaps, design for the ballroom addition. However, the White House said in a statement that the current scope of the work does not include changes to the design.
All right, well, now to a big birthday party for our favorite pygmy hippo. Thailand's Mudang turning 2 years old today, Laura. Did you know that?
I did.
The zoo celebrating the occasion by giving the hippo family a large birthday cake made, of course, of fruits and vegetables. Mudang nearly as big as her mom now. She, of course, became a viral sensation with her playful antics when she was a baby.
The healthiest 2-year-old birthday party cake I've ever seen.
That's true. That's true.
Really? They're full of fruits and vegetables?
Yes.
Just setting a standard for our children all over the world. Kaylee, what you got in Pop Star coming up?
Hey guys, speaking of sensations, we all love Ella Langley's Choosing Texas. Well, coming up, you will hear the other music star who just covered that hit in a unique way. Plus, The Odyssey. It's already smashing box office records before its release, and this morning, the stars behind the film are opening up to us, including which member of this all-star cast was not an immediate yes when the Christopher Nolan called with the epic proposition to bring his vision to life. Right after this.
We are back at 8:12 now, kicking off our countdown to the summer blockbuster that everyone seems to be talking about, The Odyssey.
It really is. So it's an adaptation of Homer's epic Greek poem and one of Hollywood's most anticipated films in years. And our Kaylee got to catch up with all of the stars behind it. I don't know how you managed all of those personalities in one room.
Yeah, that was a task, but a lot of fun because the dynamic with this group is something really special. And it was an epic journey in and of itself for this cast and crew just to make this film. Traveling to 6 countries, weathering brutal elements, all to shoot a movie for the first time ever entirely on IMAX 70mm film and make Hollywood history.
After years of war, no one could stand between my bed and home. Not even me.
3, 2, 1, action.
For Academy Award-winning director Christopher Nolan, Homer's ancient poem, The Odyssey, is a story he's wanted to tell for 20 years.
So when the call comes from Christopher Nolan, who said yes before reading the script?
I think everyone.
Except Rob.
I did. I literally know why I said this. It's nothing to do with Chris. It's like terrifying to go into such a massive scale thing.
It's a massive undertaking, both in scale and scope.
Describe why each of these actors was the right fit to solve Homer's epic puzzle.
Just so you know, we've all been too scared to ask that question.
I don't think about actors when I'm writing the script. You try and discover the character in the writing, and then think, okay, who's going to play Odysseus?
Let's go home.
Academy Award winner Matt Damon stars as the hero Odysseus, who, after planning the legendary Trojan horse trap to win the war, embarks on a dangerous 10-year journey home.
I did yelp and shriek when Chris said it was The Odyssey. It was not a very low-key reaction. I was not calm.
Academy Award winner Anne Hathaway plays Odysseus's loyal wife Penelope.
Ithaca's king is coming back.
No, he's not.
Who fights off the suitors who have moved into her home.
I thought about the fury that she would feel of basically having a prolonged home invasion and to not have the ability to say, get out of my house.
Promise me you will come back.
What if I can't?
Describe the experience of The Odyssey. Matt?
Oh man, really challenging.
On balance, just the best experience of my career, because it was the biggest and the hardest, and what it took to do this and do it all in IMAX.
To bring the epic tale to life. It's the first Hollywood film shot entirely on IMAX 70mm film. The result? The film projects huge images, making you feel like you are inside the action.
Shooting intense dramatic scenes, where in the middle of it, you're having to say to Tom, say to Anne, okay, everybody freeze. We're going to reload the camera.
The camera department are more akin to an F1 pit crew in the way that they were able to reset the camera. It was like watching excellence unfold in front of you. My dad is coming home.
Tom Holland plays the son Telemachus, searching for the father he never met.
There's one scene in particular which is super emotional. And it was actually, I found, quite easy because it was all on the page. And we had done the work and we'd been on this adventure already. We'd built a relationship. I felt really proud to be there. You know, we'd hiked up the mountain together as a unit, as a family. So it actually came quite naturally.
In her first Nolan film, Zendaya plays the Greek goddess of wisdom, Athena, who protects Odysseus.
Every day I was there, I wanted to try my best to compartmentalize my excitement and a little bit of anxiety and fear too, because you want to do a good job.
Zendaya, how did you get tipped off to your role in this film?
I luckily had a little tip off from someone I know quite well.
I was given permission.
Yeah.
Just throw that out there.
The real-life couple shared the excitement of being in their first Nolan film.
It was funny because when he got the call, I was just over the moon for him. Like my heart was so full. I was just excited about this journey that you were going to go on, and really didn't kind of put myself into that equation at all. So it was quite a pleasant surprise.
A huge amount of gratitude for letting him allow me to tell Z about this opportunity. It's probably the most special day.
Zendaya, often referred to on set as perfect, to the chagrin of other people on the cast.
Sorry, guys.
Still recovering, still recovering.
It's a touchy subject.
Is it true, your first take, you got a perfect from Chris Nolan?
I don't know if it was the first. I don't know. I felt incredibly encouraged.
So Matt and Tom, you witnessed this.
Oh, yeah.
What was that real-time reaction?
Shock and awe.
Nobody else got a perfect? A great, maybe?
I think Anne might have got perfect,
Anne.
actually.
I did.
Hey.
I wrote about it in my journal that night.
You're pining for a daddy you didn't even know.
Robert Pattinson plays Antinous, one of the swarmy suitors trying to force Queen Penelope to marry him so he can be the new king.
He's a good dude. He wants to step up. So he wants to help raise her son.
You're not a
He's a really good guy.
Lupita, you've said that you had not read The Odyssey before reading the script.
I remember sitting with Chris in his office and him telling me what his next project was, and it's The Odyssey, and I said, note to self, read The Odyssey. I am just so grateful to Chris for having the imagination and the daring to cast me in those roles.
The Odyssey shot in 6 countries over 91 grueling days, capturing the raw, unfiltered truth of Odysseus's epic journey.
Each location had a different set of challenges. So just when you'd kind of overcome, hiking up a mountain just to start your day and then hiking down at the end, you were on a boat and you were like in the middle of the ocean.
This is one of the great adventure stories of all time. And I just want the audience to have as wild a ride as possible.
I think when people see this movie, they'll be blown away by the scope and scale, but equally by the continued emotion throughout the entire story.
So that rundown of shooting locations included Morocco, Greece, Italy, Iceland, Scotland, and perhaps some easier days on the Universal lot. Guys, I did get Matt to decide which was the toughest of all the locations that they shot on. You have to stick around for the 3rd hour to find out, because we've got more of our conversation there.
I'll be there for it.
And the film, of course, from our sister company, Universal, it's out next week.
I want his exercise regimen. I mean, it would probably put me in the grave, but I just feel like he looks like a beast.
Oh, Matt said he cut weight down to the likes of his 20s. He hasn't been in this good a shape in a long time. And the funniest part, he actually grew that beard. He asked Chris Nolan early in their conversations if they could use, whatever. Yes, and Nolan was like, nope. Because I need you in it. We can't have any limitations. Turn the fire hose on, and we need that beer to stick.
Listen, I think I told you I saw it last week. But Matt Damon, it's role of a lifetime.
Role of a lifetime.
And when he was here a few months ago, he talked.
Yeah, and he knows it. I mean, he knows it and appreciates it.
It is a cinematic masterpiece. So really looking forward to that. By the way, we should mention leading up to that big release all next week, the star-studded cast, including Matt, Ann, Zendaya, Tom Holland, they're all going to join us live right here in Studio 1A.
Zendaya and Tom together, maybe?
We'll see.
We'll see. Okay.
We're back. Lots of Athens signs out there. Back with the Starbucks concert. CMA's reigning new artist of the year, Megan Maroney. Thanks for getting up early to the band as well.
Yes, great band, everybody. But can we talk about the boots real quick? Because the boots are so good.
Thank you so much.
Custom
lubes, baby. Check it out.
And is there a song lyric or two? What do we got? No?
Not on these.
Oh, not on these. Okay.
She's not writing on the custom
We're not writing on those.
Concerts. Each night, a different lyric is written on my Lane cowgirl boots.
Okay. But these are untouched.
These expensive. These is red bottoms.
We're not writing.
We don't take a Sharpie to these.
No, not doing that.
Yeah, the red bottoms. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for sticking around, Megan. Megan's got one more song coming up in our third hour.
All right, don't forget, Cloud9 is streaming everywhere, and be sure to check out our tour. We're back
after local news.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.